Hello, I'm Gino. Welcome to Dazzle TV. It's 6 a.m. here in Iloilo City in the Philippines, and I'm on my normal routine. This is the balcony where I sit, looking out the esplanade and the river, having my green tea, Lipton green tea. Haven't drank coffee since I started chemo because green tea seems to help my stomach more. So I'm able to drink like 2 or 3 cups a day of green tea. So I've actually preferred it now more than coffee. This is my normal view, my daily view of the esplanade, people jogging, and nice and cool. Like I said, 6 a.m. still nice and cool. There's people fishing at the other end of the river there. There's actually this vacant lot. It's like a garden in here. You can see papayas, banana, and they have a row of planted vegetables. Moon is still up and sun just came up. Today my topic is gonna be Iloilo City as a retirement destination. I know from our channel, people have asked us before, what we think of Iloilo City. And now that we've been here, about 3 weeks, and we've been here before, we come here to go to SNR before, to SM City, Iloilo Mall. And many have asked, it's like what we think of Iloilo City. And we've always liked Iloilo City. As a matter of fact, before we bought our house in Aklan, we really considered heavily to live here in Iloilo City. There's an area here about 20 to 30 minutes away from this apartment, the Mandurrio area. There was Camellia Savannah. And over at Camellia Savannah, you can get the same house that we have in Aklan, the 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I was looking online, and you could rent a place like that there for $200 to $300 a month, and we could have our dogs there and things like that. So, that's why we really considered living here before, because it's easy access to a city. It's like everything's here. Like now, especially now that I need medical, it's important. And that's why I even told Dazzle that before. That's why we considered Iloilo City, because it's close to good hospitals. Oh, I've just noticed there's a guy on a paddle board on the river. And that would be fun. That would be fun to do. That's the first paddle boarder I've seen on the river. I've seen the dragon boat on the river, but this guy right here, he's the first one that's paddle boarding. And that's one activity Dazzle and I miss. We miss our paddle board. It's like we can't wait till we do that again. When we get back to Boracay. Housing here in Iloilo City will be your biggest expense. So if you can get an apartment or a house, a 2-bedroom house for $200, $300, that would be ideal. We spend more in our apartment here because we wanted to be close to the hospital, and then we wanted to have this nice view of the river, because I knew I was gonna get stuck a lot in the apartment during my treatment. So it was important for us to have this view, and we didn't mind paying a little bit more. But if we were here for retirement, we would definitely move away from the city proper here and live more kind of like what's considered the suburbs, because you would still have access to Iloilo City. You would need, of course, you probably need a vehicle like a motorbike or a car, but it's about, like I said, about a 20 to 30 minute drive. One of the selling points here in Iloilo City is this has been named the cleanest city in the Philippines. And from all what Dazzle and I have seen all over Iloilo City when we're running around here, it is. You know, we've been to Cebu, we've been to Manila, we've been to Dumaguete, we've been to a bunch of cities in the Philippines. And Iloilo City is the cleanest city in the Philippines. And another thing is like very bike friendly. I mean, there's actually bike paths here all over the place where it's just designated for bicycles. You don't have to ride the street on your bicycle if you want to ride the bike, which makes it a lot safer. And lots of bike riders. Everywhere you go here in Iloilo City, you're gonna see a lot of bicycle riders. And that's a good selling point, you know, because like you can live here and not even get a motorbike or get a car. You can just live here. If I had moved here when I was just by myself, I would have definitely just ridden my bike all over the city here. For me, Iloilo City is just about the right size for a city. It's not overwhelming like when you go to Manila or Cebu. Manila and Cebu is just they're just metropolises. They're just big cities, heavy traffic. You know, it's like you can get stuck for 30 minutes to an hour in some of the traffic in Manila and Cebu, and that's just not fun, especially if you're retired. You know, it's not one of the things you'd want to be doing. It's being stuck in traffic all the time. And here in Iloilo City, that's never happened to us. You might see some traffic when there's a fender bender, things like that, but you'll never be stuck in traffic for more than 5 minutes. Here's the guy that's on the paddleboard. He's nearer where I'm at now, so maybe you could see him better. But he's gone a long distance. I mean, he came from that building all the way down there, all the way down here. I mean, he's doing really good on his paddleboard. Sun is coming up now. It's just like, you know, this just makes my day. It's just a really good way for me to start my day every time I see this in the morning. One other thing I noticed with the Iloilo City is it doesn't have the insane number of motorcycles on the streets. Like if you go to Cebu, Manila, or even when we were in Dumaguete City, there was just an insane number of motorcycles. I remember in Dumaguete City, I would be in a traffic light and I'm surrounded by like 15 to 20 motorcycles, and they're like, the minute the light turns green, they're flying. They're cutting you from the left, they're cutting you from the right. They're just all over, you know. And if you're not used to motorcycles, you know, driving around motorcycles, they can be dangerous because there's a lot of blind spots on your vehicle that they just come out from everywhere. And here in Iloilo City, there's not really many motorcycle riders. Most of the motorcycle riders I see here are Grab or that Panda delivery or something like that. It's mostly the delivery guys are on motorbikes, because I guess, you know, they have really good public transportation. They have a lot of jeepneys, a lot of taxis, and the taxis are really inexpensive. You know, it's like Dazzle and I can go from our apartment here to SM Mall, and that's about, I would say, about 7 to 8 kilometers away, and we would spend not more than $2 for the cab ride. So really inexpensive. Another good thing for Iloilo City would be the location. You know, from Iloilo City here, you can catch a 2-hour boat ride and you're already in Bacolod, another island here, and that's where it's called Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental. So that's within 2 hours. Like we did that on one of our videos where we took our car even to Bacolod, and you can, it's a whole different island, you know, where you could have an adventure. You could we drove all the way to Dumaguete City from Bacolod, so it's like, it's really in a good location. You're also close to Guimaras here, and then even here in Panay Island, you know, Iloilo City is right next door to Antique Province, and Antique Province probably has some of the best wide open roads, cemented roads here, where if you're an avid motorcycle rider, you would enjoy that because there's just a lot of open space. You'll see rice fields, you'll see the ocean, you'll see mountains, you know, riding your motorcycle through Antique Province. So really nice location. You know, it's like there's a lot to, you're not just stuck in a city here where you're not seeing other places. It's easy to access other islands from Iloilo City. And lastly, but's really important, I think, is the people in Iloilo City. They're called Ilonggo here in the Philippines. They are the nicest people that you'll ever meet. It's like, you know, it's like even the way they speak is they speak really gentle. Even when they're arguing, they speak really gentle. It's just a really good people. You know, it's like you're not gonna meet nicer people than the Ilonggos here in the Philippines, and a lot of people will tell you that. Thank you for watching.
We'll see you in our next video.